Since I've been involved in punk and independent music, Ian MacKaye has had a band that's been going on at that time, be it Fugazi or the Evens now. I mean, I didn't catch anything before that. I'm not that old.
I don't know. It's just amazing to see someone that's like been probably the most single-handedly influential person in American punk rock, if not the world punk rock. I mean, Minor Threat started a whole movement. Embrace started a whole movement. Fugazi started another movement, and now he's doing the Evens and Fugazi still. But each band he does is like it changes, but doesn't like sell out what they're about, and he matures without losing his integrity.
Sort of look up to Ian MacKaye as a role model or someone to sort of fashion at least the ideals and ethics after. Where this guy has been, doing this since 1980, and now 24 years later, he's still doing the same thing, nothing's changed, and he's been successful at it, and he's never made a compromise.
He's able to communicate so many things that I just dream of being able to get out. Quite often I'm not very good at being able to say what I want to, and he summarizes it in he could say 3 words, like, you are not what you own. That's not 3 words, but it's pretty short.
He's always just done what he's felt has been right.
Being able to help him out and do shows for him is something that's very important for me.
I don't know, I can't say enough good things about that man and his music.
This is Amy on the internet for the Evens. We're not loud, so turn your cell phones off. Everywhere is intimate for me, so it's not really, of course I love this room. This is where I come from. This is where I feel the most comfortable. I've always dealt with community-based spaces and free spaces, and that's the kind of world that I was, I first learned about music. It's what liberated me in terms of when I first heard about punk rock. I feel totally comfortable. I don't feel like it's not some great departure for me, because this is when I go see shows in DC. This is the kind of venue I would go to. So I think that the venue feels completely comfortable to me and healthy. And I thought tonight's show was I was happy to play. I feel very fortunate to be able to play music, and I'm happy to play back here again. I feel like it's a nice room. People are cool. All is well. We keep on climbing, but we never find the top. We keep on climbing, but we never find the top. We keep on climbing, but we never find the top. It's all downhill from here. The point is that we recorded, Amy and I have been playing together for over 2 years, probably 2.5 years now. And we spent the first 2 years really just in the basement. We didn't play any shows at all. We just played together. We made tapes. We have probably a stack of CDs this high of music that we've recorded over the years, or over, all this time. But it was music for each other. We Started playing shows in February. And one thing that occurred to us, even though we have a recorded record, was that we were enjoying very much the idea that we were making music and playing it to people who had never heard us, or maybe heard us one time, but they don't have any kind of reference at home. This is the thing about records. When you own a record, if you have a record of a band, to some degree, like, you have a key to that band, because you kind of own those songs or those versions of the songs. It changes the relationship between the audience and the band. I think our idea was, by playing without a record, it's really liberating, because we can do anything we want. There is no kind of like reference for anyone to check us against. We can change a song, we can rearrange them. I mean, ultimately, it is music in the moment alone. Like, it's just music that has been created by the band and the audience and by the environment in which those people have gathered. I mean, that's intimate to me, where music only exists in that moment, and the people who are present for it share it, and that's it. You got to remember, I come from a place where records are supposed to support the shows, not the other way around. Form of communication that predates language. It is sacred, in my opinion. Music belongs to everybody, and music is free. It's free. I understand that record labels and the industry that's going around that, they would like people to think that they own music. But they don't own music. They own commercial music, which is just one tiny little fraction of music, because music is something that exists in every person in the world, all over this world. So when we talk about things like, oh, well, you know, a band like so-and-so is such a big band, they're not a big band. They're relatively big. The world is 5 billion people, and there's billions of people who've never heard of that band, never will hear of them. It's insignificant. What's important, though, in every life is music itself. Fugazi was playing shows, like last time we played Philadelphia, I think we played to 3,000 people. We played the Electric Factory. It would have been irresponsible for us to play, say, in this room, because 3,000 people obviously can't fit in here. And everyone's like, well, so we should still play small shows. Like, well, who's going to stand outside? Who wants to volunteer to not come to the Fugazi show? So we had to think about it in terms, Fugazi had to think about it in terms of, like, we had to find the appropriate venue. So if 3,000 people want to see us, we got to find a room to hold 3,000 people. This seems so obvious. So commercial venues have their place. However, the commercial venue, almost across the board, their true economy is selling alcohol. And even though we only did all-ages shows, Fugazi only does all-ages shows, still, most of the places we played, they sold alcohol. I understand that's their economy. But if your economy, that club's economy is based on selling alcohol, so they have to make money, then they must have people. Do you understand what I'm saying? They must have customers. Because if they don't have customers, then no one's buying the alcohol, and that's their economy. Now, first off, obviously, in my point of view, the irony of the fact that I'm practicing my art, I'm playing my music in a venue where his economy is based largely on self-destruction, the irony is not lost on me. Because I would never, ever, I don't support that. I don't drink, I don't take drugs, I never have. I'm not interested in that kind of life whatsoever. And I think they're insidious industries. Those industries are disgusting. So the fact that my work is connected to them in a way and almost sort of supporting them was a drag. So the clubs need to have people in there. So the only way you can have people in a club, if you're a new band, is you have to play music that people want to hear ahead of time. Like to draw a crowd, you have to be popular. You have to have music that is reassuring. In other words, music that people already know about. Like you have to be like a kind of band they want to come see. So if you're a band with a new idea, a completely new idea, there is no new audiences for new ideas. Because the new ideas have not been thought of yet. How could there possibly be an audience for it? And that is where the free space becomes absolutely important and necessary. Because the free space is the place where new ideas can be presented. Because the people who come to free spaces are interested in what people are thinking about. These are ideas that are based on creativity, and they're not subject merely to profit. And that's the point of a free space.